Here we go. Standards. So we're hitting our same standard again. We're going to look at photosynthesis yet again. Woohoo! Okay, and also we're going to touch on a writing standard today. So this is one of the ones you should see in your English classes. So we're going to look at pulling specific textual evidence, and that's what we're going to be doing today for sure. Using analysis of science texts, which is going to be the resources we look at today, and also looking at gaps or inconsistencies in our account. So if there's anything that's not correct. So we're going to be looking at claims and seeing if they are true or if they are false. And how we're going to figure that out? We are going to analyze that information. Okay? So basic writing for you guys. We're going to write claims supported by evidence and reasoning to explain the inputs, outputs of photosynthesis, chemical changes that occur during the process, as well as reading science technical text in order to support a claim. Okay, I know it's a lot, but it's a lot of writing, and it's just one of the things you got to learn how to do by the time you graduate. So give me an emoticon to tell me how excited you are. So many disapprovings. What is happening? Okay. So we don't like writing. Well, good thing we don't do it too often. We do have to do it, though. Oh, I got like the coffee cup. Woohoo. Okay. All right, let's move along. Done. Okay, so let's do a little warm-up. Get you guys thinking. So we're looking again at that idea of photosynthesis. So I'm going to open up the whiteboard. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. I want everyone in here, there are 49 of you, to write down one thing that you think plants get their mass from. Where do plants and trees get most of their mass from? Do it now on the whiteboard. Okay, so I see a lot of people writing roots. Okay, but what are they getting from their roots? All right, I'm going to stop you right here. No more writing, sorry. So I see a lot of similar answers, which is okay. So somebody said me. They get their mass from me. Interesting. We'll have to explain how that is the case. All right. Lots and lots of people said roots, okay, from water. Vitamins and all that good stuff. Water and soil from nutrients, water, roots. Okay, so we got a lot of same answers. All right, so today we're going to be looking at how, specifically, the redwoods, which are huge trees, are getting most of their mass. So we're going to ask you guys to put on a hat today, not an actual hat, like you're going to pretend like you're somebody else. Okay, so we're going to put on a hat today, and you guys are going to become a fact checker. Okay, so you're now a fact checker. You're looking through an article, and we're going to pull out some facts, and we're going to make sure that they are correct. Okay, you can put on a hat if you want to, but we don't really have to put on a hat. It's the same. Put on a hat. Okay, so you've been assigned to check a couple stories before they go to publishing for a company called NoWay.com. NoWay.com publishes true and unbelievable stories, but they only publish them if they're backed with evidence. Okay? So you will be looking at these stories and then looking at resources, which are factual resources. We have already been proven to be correct. You're going to be checking a story with the resources and seeing if the claims made in the story are true, or if they're not, they would be false, and then we would say, don't publish this article. It's not a good article. Okay? If it's true, we say, green check, go ahead, run it to publishing, and you can post it on the website. Okay? Does everyone follow? Give me a green check if you understand. Haha, only I can see green checks now. All right, come on, everyone else, I need to see your green checks. There are still about 15 of you who do not have green checks yet. Do you understand your task here before I move on to more information? Yes, thank you, Tyler. Yes, so I'm looking for Brianna, Callie, Faith. Why do you guys log in and then go away? That kills me. There's like 4 people that are away right now. Might as well just watch the recording in this case. Okay, looks like we got a majority, so we are going to jump on forward. Okay, so here is the article. So this is the one you want to pull up. So open up your article. It's called The Redwood Story. This is what it looks like. It's very small on the screen, so don't read off of this. Don't read it off of this, okay? Go ahead, open up the article. The article's on your course plan. Open it up right now and read it. I'm going to put a timer on for 5 minutes. When you are done, come back, give me a green check, and you're going to write one thing on the board that you learned from this article. If it's already open, yeah, you probably already have it open already. Okay, timer starting. I'm going to turn off chat. I don't want you guys to write anything in there. I just file transferred it to you guys, so if you still aren't finding it, you will get it in a second. If you already have it, just click no. All right, I'm loving all the comments. Okay, so again, when you're finished, give me a green check so I know we can start discussing. National Park is where General Sherman is. That's what somebody was talking about at the beginning of class, on a side note. You haven't been anywhere out of Nevada? Ah, Mason. Whew. I think we need to do a field trip or something. All right, so I'm going to turn off whiteboard because I want to make sure we have time to move on. So thank you to those of you guys who are writing. Yes, they are huge, tall trees. Some good facts that you guys, or some good statements you guys pulled. They live for 2,000 years. They're very thick. So they get really old, yes. They're called nature skyscrapers. It takes 6 people to hug around one tree. Okay, good, interesting. All right, so these are some statements we're actually going to be investigating. What? All right. The second document you should have downloaded was the one that took you a long time because there are 5 PDF articles, and these are the 5 articles we're going to use to fact check for us. Okay. So fact checking is right here. Oh my goodness. Sorry. That was my phone that just rang in the background. So we're going to look at these 5 articles. A, B, C, D, and E, they're labeled on yours. So we're going to use these resources, and these are already true. These are fact-checked good articles that are supporting or not supporting the Redwoods article. Okay? So our end goal today is we're going to review 4 claims from here to see which ones are true and which ones are false. Okay? Everyone clear? All right. Yes, so we understand our objective. We're going to look at 4 claims, and you have the 4 sentence stories on your document. So that's the one thing you're going to want to have open right now in front of you. So you're going to have to toggle between the different apps. I know it's kind of confusing sometimes, but hopefully I will be here in the background explaining it all to you. Okay? So let's have everyone right now on your document. We're going to look at this first sentence from the article. Right here. Oops, you didn't see that because it's my pointer. Number 1. So you have this one on your document, and this is the first sentence of our article. Nature's skyscrapers, says Lily Fox, pointing to the redwoods towering above her. Some of them are 350 feet tall. That's taller than the Statue of Liberty. So what claim did our author make in this sentence? What do you guys think? You can write it in the chat. What claim did the author make in this sentence? And you guys are we're gonna do this first one together. Ooh, let's not make it bright green. Okay, good, yes. Okay, so let's write it down. So a claim that you could make from this is that redwoods redwood trees can grow to be taller than the Statue of Liberty. Okay, perfect. There's the claim. Everyone good? Write that claim down into your document. When you are done writing that claim down, open up the resource PDF and look at resource B. I've already given you the resource that you're going to look at to find your evidence for this one. So look at resource B once you have your claim written down. And then see if you can find some evidence that would support that claim. Okay? Give you a second. When you found evidence that supports or evidence that goes against that claim, write it down in the box and then give me a green check on your paper. Oh, good point there, Gabriel. So it's a picture that you see. Could you translate that picture into words? Remember, your evidence isn't always just data. You have to put some twist on it. You kind of have to draw some inferences. You've got to analyze it a little bit, like Mrs. Barron said. Oh, that's perfect, Gabriel. Yeah, that could be your evidence statement. Write it down. Yes, ta-da! I like that. Good question. How much evidence should you put? One sentence is perfect for this one. If you want to put more than one sentence, you definitely can. But you only need one sentence. That's fine. This is just basic gathering evidence from a resource. So you're pulling information from a science text, in this case a picture, because remember diagrams are models too. Writing is model too. So we're going to look at that model and see what you can pull out from it. Okay, give me a green check if you have your claim and your evidence written.